I stood in front of our church one summer when our community went into hiding because of the threat of immigration raids here in Baltimore. You might remember that summer 2 years ago. How do you get from that community running and hiding, vulnerable, afraid, to a community now that has delivered thousands of boxes of food door to door? A community now that has organized and managed testing lines in our parking lot for 11 to 12 months. A community now that is doing calls and lining up folks for vaccine appointments. There is tremendous energy, grace, power, blessing in our immigrant community. So very early on in the pandemic, this would have been in March and April, we started to get calls from parishioners who were sick. So we had an opportunity with the Baltimore City Health Department to host testing here. We enthusiastically said yes to that opportunity, and with the work of BUILD, Baltimoreans United in Leadership Development, with their help and assistance, we set up right in our parking lot a mobile testing unit. That lasted about 6 or 8 weeks. A grace, a blessing that we give thanks to God for every day, even to this day, is that Johns Hopkins stepped up and said, we'll take responsibility for the testing site at Sacred Heart of Jesus indefinitely. And this was a time when a lot of people were getting infected and didn't necessarily know what they had. We had sometimes 250, 300, 400, even sometimes 600 people in line for testing in our parking lot. Infections was around 50. The lowest we've been is what we are now, is 7. And other places are reporting 2 and 3, maybe 5. So about 5,000 people got tested. The vast majority of those folks are Latino. Our immediate area, the estimated population for the Latino community in our immediate area here would be around 12 or 13,000 people, which is the center of Latino life and culture in the city of Baltimore. I think what the virus teaches us is that we're all connected, and if one person is hurting, we're all hurting. So we've had 3 sessions, and we've vaccinated close to 600 people. COVID response at Sacred Heart of Jesus in our parking lot is ministry. We're saving lives, literally in some respects, because of the interventions with the testing and the vaccine. Our faith tells us in the story of the Good Samaritan, that we can't pass by the person in need. We can't just walk past them and say, not my problem. We can't just walk back to them and say, somebody else will take care of you. Can't just walk by them and say, I have more important things to do.